anything Diddy may have said about Trump. And this is one of them.
White men like Trump need to be banished. The number one priority is to get Trump out of office. We're on the verge of a race war. We have no choice now to get Trump out of there. If Trump gets elected, I really do believe in my heart there'll be a race war. Let's get Trump out of office. If Trump's in office, there's going to be bloodshed. That's why this message is not just to black people. You know what I'm saying? This message is to everybody. This man is really trying to turn us against each other and put us in a situation. America messed up.
I thought the remark was stupid and ignorant.
Facts.
But it's his right to free speech as an American citizen, so if he chooses to be ignorant and stupid, that's his right. I don't see a race war. If there was going to be a race war, it'd be under a racist piece of urban trailer park trash like Joe Biden and that lying heifer, the hyena, Mrs. Imhoff.
Well, it's pretty funny that you did say his remark was stupid, because I want to play this old clip of Donald Trump before he even would think about being president, having a conversation with Diddy.
See, these folk are eager to please. Understand that you have adults who spent their whole adult lives and part of their adolescence, for the most part, in make-believe, fantasy, and entertainment, rather than grounded in real-world reality.
And I would tell you if I didn't, because, and I really like you, and I would tell you if I didn't, because, and by the way, I think at a certain point, everyone will.
Beautiful. We all human beings, and a few people were saying I was this violent character, just because I was breaking people's jaws and arms. And look at me, I'm like, I'm just a passionate young man, and I made a mistake.
Well, everybody's going to get in trouble. It's a question of how do you get out of trouble. Mm-hmm. And I did it by working smart. More importantly than anything else is by using my own brain. And, I've done things, but I'm not in any trouble, and I'm doing well, and I'm making money.
Well, you're making the same mistakes that I am. You may just be able to hide yours a little bit better.
Perhaps not. I don't know. I don't know. See, one of the problems with
See, you ever heard the term pampered poodle?
Yes.
Okay, a pampered poodle can be a dog who's essentially very friendly, or the poodle can still be pampered. Atypical for a poodle, it can be a vicious, nastily disposed animal.
Now, I had to play that clip. Everyone keeps speculating, oh, he's about to get a pardon. I don't know about a pardon, but I do him being on top of the situation. Pause. No Diddy, no pun intended. It looks confusing. I don't know. The fight they brought into the ring was the wrong fight. I don't think Trump will want to pardon him. Trump really likes to hold grudges, and once he hears that clip, he's going to say, oh, thank you for reminding me. Thank you for the recollection. On that note, I'm going to just mind my business, because guess what? I thought there was going to be bloodshed. Everyone kept saying that. Obviously, you see who had their hands in his pockets. You got to make things right with him. Unless, if he does pardon him, I already know what it's for too. His hands would be in his pockets. Either way, he's for sale, no matter how you look at it. Let's not forget 50 Cent also chimed in, and he also said that he's going to make sure to contact Donald Trump to remind him of the things Diddy said about him. So stay tuned. I'm about to stop wasting your time. Let's roll this clip. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Let's go, baby.
And I'm getting phone calls and texts. A lot of people, even staunch Democrats, are saying something's wrong with this prosecution of Diddy. And particularly from the women, they're saying that ex of his was just getting what she wanted. She stayed there for 11 years. She took up with another guy and then came back to him. So why didn't she just stay gone? She made $40 million playing hoe. And she was in the S&M, and she seemed to be enjoying it.
So during his trial this week, it was a little bit of interruption when a woman burst out in the middle of the court when court was in session, and she was escorted out. But she was basically saying, this is not funny. Stop laughing at this black man.
Everyone thinks this is a joke. Everyone laughs in every courtroom in here at you. And I don't think it's funny for people to laugh at a black man going through what he's going through right now.
And that's what you shouted out in the actual courtroom?
In the actual courtroom, and it's not funny. Laughing at black man legacy being destroyed.
How did Diddy react?
Well, I heard he had his mouth open and shaking his head, yeah. And black American men do not believe in this kind of destroying of our black American legacy figures, father figures, extraordinary excellency, black excellence. Everyone has been laughing. I don't care if it sounded funny, it's not funny. Diddy, everyone thinks this is a joke.
So,
Well, I disagree with her. I'm laughing at it because I'm listening to a freak who had every perversion going, but I don't think he committed any crime with it. And I think that what was going on was an effort to conceal certain complicity on behalf of some people deemed to be important. I think our former vice president, considering this went back 15 years, was perhaps protected from exposure, perhaps Biden himself. What Diddy was doing looks very familiar to me because it's quite obvious to those in the know that it's typical of Hollywood or the entertainment industry where you get blackmail material on your colleagues so they won't tell on you if you don't tell on them. And that, by the way, is a worse evil than what Diddy was doing because this is the U.S. government getting involved to protect somebody by persecuting somebody else. And that's just not what governments are supposed to be doing.
So,
and by the way, one last little comment. I am appalled at the way they are just recklessly throwing in proof of other crimes. And under American law, proving that somebody did something other than what he's charged with is just an anathema and it is only permitted under certain rare circumstances. But there's a possibility, a real possibility, that if he's convicted, his conviction simply wouldn't stand for the same kind of reasons that Bill Cosby's convictions did not stand because the government and entity involved got so far over the line in violating rights and general procedures hooked up with due process of law that it couldn't. And that's what I told everybody from before they started the trial. I said, this won't stand. Only thing that's going to work is if they acquit him, and if they don't, it won't stand up on appeal. And lo and behold, it didn't.
In the beginning, I'm not going to lie. In the beginning, before the trial happened, before the trial actually took place, we all thought that he was guilty simply because of how the prosecution was setting up the play. Remember, they control the house, so they control the narrative. They can make you believe whatever they want. It's up to you to be smart enough to actually think for yourself, to sit there and say, wait a minute, hold up. I'm not that slow. You can't pull that one over me. Because it seemed like that's what's going on right here. Their entire case seems like it's just falling apart. Not one witness seems credible. They all been caught lying. They all been caught trying to come up for the bread, allegedly. So things aren't looking good, but it looks like even with that happening, the prosecution still wins. I don't understand how that works, how that happens, but earlier I was told that the prosecution team is like an elementary school baseball team compared to the MLB. That's what someone said earlier, and I don't know. I'm not there to see it, but it seems like it. You don't have to be there. Just from listening to everything, you can tell what's going on right now. You understand? It's sad to say that it seems like the only thing they're going to accomplish is just exposing his darkest secrets and that he's a super weird individual. We can all agree to that. As far as the crimes, The crimes that took place as far as like him putting his hands on Cassie, listen, she should have said something when that first happened. Instead, she chose not to. Why? Because he has the bag. Whose fault is that? That's both their fault right there. You understand? She got what she was looking for, and he got what he deserved at the end of the day, right? He got exposed, and she also exposed herself too now. The fact that they're giving people immunity should let you know that if you're innocent, why are they giving you immunity? Think about that right there. Just think about that. Let's continue playing this clip though.
Including some perfidious behavior by the trial judge, who was supposed to have had certain forms turned in within 60 days, and he took 11 months to make sure that Cosby stayed in jail for a longer period of time, and his wife was caught up in that movement. So I thought that was inappropriate for him to remain on the case. The new district attorney backtracked on what the office came up with, which is we're not going to prosecute. Got him compelled to answer questions, which I said was not going to stand up. These things have a way of coming back and biting you, and anytime you try to prevail on something like this, you actually diminish respect for the law, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah, I want to play this clip of Diddy. This was a old clip where he was talking about Trump, because recently Trump was asked, if Diddy is found guilty, will you issue him a pardon?
So there you have it, folks. You heard it yourself. You heard the old interview from both gentlemen. Now do you think he's going to get a pardon from Trump going forward? The way Trump likes to hold on grudges. Ask yourself that. And matter of fact, put it in the comment section. Let me know.